Another one of the featured events of the evening at Arcadia. It's the Women's Invitational Mile, and there in the background you can see the gold headband. That's sophomore Sadie Engelhardt from Ventura, the defending champion, the 15-year-old world record holder last year, and she just keeps getting better. One of the best athletes in the country.
She recently won the New Balance Indoor Mile back in Boston. Had a really good race with Tatum David back there at the track at New Balance. Just a phenomenal performance by those two. We'll see Tatum David later tonight in the 3200. But right now, the spotlight is on the Ventura sophomore. Of course, she continues to just impress year in and year out. Was second last year at the Brooks PR Invitational.
Let's go
Tremendous
through
talent overall.
the lineup here. Hip 1, Sadie Engelhardt again. Hip 2, Allura Marco from Dana Hills, another great runner. Anna Callahan, Hip 3 from Skyline, Washington. Ashlyn Boothby of Scotts Valley. Hip 5, Annie Iverson from Dana Hills. So they've got two in this race. Hip 6, Janelle Avalez from Etowanda. Hip 7, Sierra Cornett from Buchanan. Hip 8, Mia Torcias from Highland. Hip 9, Landon LeBlanc from Millennium out of Arizona. Hip 10, Maya Bakler from Kid Solano Secondary. That's a school in British Columbia. Hip 11, Kiara Daly from La Jolla. And Hip 12, Jane Hedengren from Timpview, Utah.
And these girls are not messing around early on in this race. They just went through that first 232 seconds. Of course, we talk about Sadie Engelhardt establishing herself in this race. We saw that coming. But how about Anna Callahan from Skyline up in Washington and Allura Marco right here down in Dana Hills, California? Two very talented runners. Might not necessarily get the spotlight like Sadie Engelhardt does, but super talented. So a 66 on that first lap in that 400. 67.44 as Sadie Engelhardt leads it right now.
Engelhardt ran 4:35.16 last year as a freshman in this race, and maybe looking at trying to better that meet record here tonight.
Anna Callahan has been a rising story this year, as you see her on the outside, just on the right shoulder of Sadie Engelhardt. Has already ran 10:17 in the 3200 this year and 4:45. All solo efforts too, in weather up in Washington that has been 45 degrees or colder. She can only imagine how happy she is to be down in California right now, where it is 70 degrees and it's just the perfect running weather. As we come down here into the 800, it's Engelhardt, Marco, and Callahan. Another talented athlete, Marco, who Shalane Flanagan got to come to the University of Oregon for next year. Should be interesting to see what she produces here over the next few laps.
Marco and Engelhardt pulling away. 2 laps to go. They went through the halfway. Was it 2:17 at the midway point? Engelhardt now gaining some ground, some extra distance between herself and Marco on the backstretch of this third lap.
Sadie Engelhardt really putting the pressure now on Marco. It seemed like Sadie was just going through that first 800 in a very comfortable pace. Now she's really hammering it on this second half of this mile race. And going through 67 and 69 for that first 800 and 2:16. Well under her pace. I believe her personal best of 4:34.
One of the best milers already in prep history, only in the 10th grade from Ventura, California, and putting on a show here tonight in Arcadia, 3:27 with a lap to go in the Invitational Girls Mile.
Another 69 on that lap right there. Just an incredible performance we're seeing once again from one of the all-time great underclassmen. We'll see right here as she's just completely dominating the field right now. Look at the backstretch and how she's just opening up her kick right now. Just looks smooth and confident. This is not your typical sophomore America. This is a different type of athlete we're seeing right here.
Final 200 meters for Sadie Engelhardt. Keep an eye on the clock. It's just now at 4:10 as she rounds the final curve and comes onto the home stretch. Engelhardt pushing everything she's got to get to the finish line. What kind of time is she going to put on the board? Okay, it's 4:36.27.
So 3
Just
seconds
about a
slower
second. Yeah, about a second behind where she was last year, but another tremendous victory, another tremendous sub-40 effort from Sadie Engelhardt.
And again, you look at last year's field compared to this field. You had Chloe Forrester, who is now at the University of Washington, Riley Stewart, who was just competing for Stanford this last fall at the NCAA Cross Country Championships. I mean, there is a lot of star-studded talent from last year's. And then this year, Laura Marco, Anna Callahan. You've seen Jane Hedengren from Tipview, just ran 4:41. Landon LeBlanc from Millennium in Arizona. These girls are very talented. But then there's another standard that Sadie Engelhardt is on, as she's obviously the best miler in the country right now.
Hedengren with a big mile on 4:41.08 for second place. Landon LeBlanc from Millennium of Arizona, 4:44.60 for third. Ashlyn Boothby of Scotts Valley will take fourth in 4:47.59. But everyone was chasing Engelhardt tonight at Arcadia, who has now won back-to-back women's miles under the lights at Arcadia, and now has the 2 fastest miles in meet history.